Alright everyone, welcome back to another Connecting with Creativity. I'm Alex, and this week we will be making origami trees. Alright everyone, so for supplies you will need 3 sheets of construction paper, green, brown, and yellow. You will need a pair of scissors, a pen, some little mini pom-poms, and super glue. I also recommend you have some sort of straight edge like a ruler to kind of help you along this process. All right, let's get started. So we're going to begin this process by going ahead and taking our green sheet of paper, and we want to make sure that it is a perfect square. So we're going to take one corner and we're going to line it up with the other corner. And we're going to see if there's any paper left over that we can cut off to make a perfect square. So when I lined up this corner here to a perfect point, I saw that there is a small strip of paper here that can be cut off. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. Great. And that is one of our preliminary folds as well. So we're going to make some folds in our paper to act as guidelines and to make other folds a little bit easier later on down the road. So that was our first fold. Then we're going to go directly opposite. So with our fold going down, we're going to lift these corners together. And we're going to make another fold. We're going to open up our sheet and we should have an X now. And we're going to fold the X in half. And we're going to try to line up those corners as best we can. And press down firmly to get a nice crisp line. So now we have an X with a line down in the middle, and we're going to fold it upwards now in half. And again, we're just going to take the time to line up those edges. Perfect. So we should have an X and another X each way you look at it with your folds. And then we're going to take 2 of the furthest corners and we're going to fold inward. To make a smaller square. So to see that again, we're going to take our square and we're going to take 2 corners, opposing corners. We're going to fold them in and fold it down. And now one of your sides, one of your diamonds, can open up, and the other ones will have folded edges. Now you're going to want to keep the part that opens up at the bottom towards your stomach. And you're going to want to make folds along this line. So you're going to take these corners and fold them in along this line. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. And then we're going to open it back up. And on one of them, we're going to you're going to take your finger and kind of open up this loop, and we're going to open it all the way up to the line that's here, this line. And we're going to flatten it. So again, you have this starting point, you're opening it up, you're taking one side and laying it down, and then we're going to fold it closed this way. So it should be this way. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to open it up all the way to the top. We're going to fold it flat. And then we're going to open it this way. And then we're going to flip it over, and we're going to do the same thing on this side. We're going to fold them in to the line in the center, each half. And then we're going to open them back up. And we're going to open this section up. You kind of use your finger to get it open. And we're going to flatten it. And then like a book, we're going to turn the page this way. And do the same thing for this one. And we're taking it. We're opening it, securing the folds, and like a book, we're going to go back to the main page this way. At this point, you should have two sides that are exactly the same, with 4 folds on each side. Now you're going to choose one side, it doesn't matter which one. And we're going to open it up so that you see these folds right here. And then we're going to cut all the excess off of the bottom of this tree. And then if you flip back to main page, we should have 1, 2, 3, 4 on each side again. Start making our branches. So this is where the straight edge comes in handy. I'm going to use a ruler, but you can use a piece of paper or a cardboard or whatever you have lying around your house, a book. And we're going to start at the top. And we're going to make lines on either side to kind of guide our future cuts. And then we're going to do another one here. You can place them wherever you feel. And then I have these itty bitty baby scissors, but you can use any scissors that you've been using before. And we're going to take one fold and begin cutting. So on either side we should have some nice floppy pieces that we can begin folding. And the objective here is to get these points along the edges as pointed as possible. So we're going to begin by making a fold at the very top. And we're just doing a half fold, so it should meet this corner here, and it should fold inwards towards the center line that we have here. And we want to skip this one, but we want to go all the way down to the bottom with these. Perfect. So it should look something like this. So once you complete an entire row, we're going to flip the book this way, and we're going to line up our ruler again, using the cuts from the last one as a guide for the cuts on this one. So we're going to take our ruler, we're going to take our pen, and we're going to mark where we should cut again. So it should look like this, with our folded sections here and our new lines marked here. And we're going to start cutting again. And then we fold. Okay, perfect. And then we're going to move on to the next page. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to use our ruler as guide and the past cuts on the other side. Okay, at this point, all of your branches should be folded. Create the stump of the tree. We're going to take our brown construction paper, and if you don't have brown construction paper, that's fine. Green will work just fine. And all we're going to do is we're going to measure a line and try to keep it the same thickness. And we're going to go ahead and cut that piece out. And go ahead and decide the width of your tree stump. So I like something along this line. So I'm going to take my glue and I am going to glue my stump together. I'm just going to cut off the excess with a pair of scissors. And you should be able to just place your stump inside your tree and it should hold into place, and it will look like this. Also optional, but if you would like to put a star on top of your tree, we can go ahead and draw a star. And we can glue our star on top of our tree with a little bit of super glue. Like so. Alright everyone, so now we can start adding ornaments to our tree. I have these little pom-poms that are going to act as mini ornaments that we are going to decorate our tree with. So I'm going to start by prepping the branch of my tree with a little bit of glue. And I'm also going to prep my ornament by also adding glue. And we're just going to carefully hold that on there. Perfect. So next I'm going to take a yellow one and I'm going to prep my branch again. And we're going to prep the ornament. All right, I'm going to take this blue one now and we're just gonna keep rolling. We're gonna keep moving along, gluing our branches and then gluing our ornaments. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and I will see you next week for another Connecting with Creativity. Bye.